Who got the power?
Hey guys, it's Elise and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another Let's Talk video. It has been a hot minute since I've had a Let's Talk topic and video, so let's jump into it. It was announced today that Little Mix's LM5 album would be called LM5. We've been saying it ever since we were talking about the 5th era. So, I logged on Twitter this morning, I saw all the tea, and I was like, what is going on here? So, I'm going to break it all down, my opinions, all that sort of stuff, and let's just talk about this next era. So, the first thing I want to talk about is the name. We have been using LM5 since we started talking about the 5th era, so I guess it's not that exciting for us since we've been using LM5 for a long time. Yes, there's birds outside. So when I logged onto Twitter today, I saw LM5, and my first reaction was like, kind of like, oh, I don't know if I like it. And then it kind of grew on me. I was like, you know what? I like it. Because in some way, the Mixer fandom had a way of creating the album name. LM5, Little Mix 5, it's the 5th album. But then, I was seeing a lot of replies back to Little Mix being like, change the album name, we hate it, we don't want it. And the second I saw someone say, I don't want it, I went, excuse me? This album we have been waiting for, and we know it's going to be the best Little Mix album yet. And for someone to say, we don't want it, after like probably 24 hours ago, that person was probably like, oh, I can't wait for the next album, like I just can't wait. And then to see that it's called LM5 and say, we don't want it, like, no sis. So that was my initial reaction, was kind of like, oh, but then it was kind of like, absolutely, 100% yes, I love it. So that's the LM5T. That's that. LM5 will be coming in 3 different ways, right? You got the standard, you got your deluxe, and you got your super deluxe. You best believe I'll have all of them. Also, the covers are stunning. They've changed their logo, which is a little bit kind of sad for me because I kind of lived for the old logo, but since we're going into a new era where the girls are more mature, it's nice to have just a simple text font of Little Mix. I love that. So that's exciting. But the Super Deluxe, 18 tracks. Now, November 16th when it's released, that's the release date if you didn't know, when I stand here and film my reaction video, I will be here for a long ass time filming this reaction video because 18 songs is a long fucking album and I'm ready. I'm actually ready. So, 18 tracks. Now let's get into a little bit more of a shadier topic. I want to talk about the initial announcement of LM5. So, when it was announced, the album covers were released, and if you zoomed in, there was some absolute terrible editing. Like, half of Jade's head is missing. So, that was kind of like, was it rushed? Why is it rushed? What the F is happening here? But they have fixed it now, so that is splendid. So great on fixing your mistakes, but it shouldn't have happened in the first place. Okay, another thing to talk about is the fake track list that was leaked yesterday. So I found this and I tweeted it out and I said, excuse me, but then it was supposed to be called, I think let me pull it up, hold on. Okay, so it says at the top here that the album was going to be called Muses. No, not going to happen. But it does have the correct release date, so that's something. But then you move into the track list and you look at it and you go, okay, Strip, we know that's 1, 2. But then you look at the featuring and you go featuring Camille, featuring Ariana Grande. Yes, absolutely, 100%. I hope that's so true. And then featuring Missy Elliott. Now, we've already had a featuring Missy Elliott before with How You Doing. So to have her again, allegedly, was kind of like, oh, we've heard that before. But then you think about Nicki Minaj and Ariana and how many songs they have together. It's like, you know what? Missy's an absolute legend. So if it is true again, I ain't mad at it. I really am not. I guess you probably want more female vocalists that we haven't heard before with Little Mix, but Missy's an absolute legend. So there's no way we should be complaining about any feature on any album. That's just the real tea. Another thing that I think is exciting about this track list is number 13, Psycho. Take with that what you will. I'm not going to say anything, but another thing I saw was someone started a petition to get Little Mix to change their album name. No, It's not going to happen. LM5 is basically something that we, us mixers, created, and Little Mix are like, you know what, we love it. We're going to make it our 5th album, it's going to be everything. So, that's another thing. I saw a lot of people saying, I hope you guys know that this is their last album. Until Little Mix say that they're over, I don't want to see anything like that. And then all the solo stands were coming out and be like, oh my god, now Jade can leave her contract with Little Mix and go solo. Like, no. It's until that is announced, we shouldn't be talking like that. At all. We, like Little Mix, as collectively, as a group, we shouldn't be like, oh my god, Jade needs to go solo, like, ASAP. As soon as the contract's over, she's out of there. Like, no. Absolutely not. It's not gonna happen. Until there's a statement that says, Little Mix, we had a great time, but it's time for us to depart ways, and we're gonna go on our solo careers. But for now, we like Little Mix. We don't want 4 solo acts. We want Little Mix as a whole. When Little Mix are together, that's how it works. But for now, we don't want a solo act. I just don't understand where the solo stands come from. I made a whole video on solo stands. It's not going to happen. Until there's a statement that says Little Mix are over and the solo careers have started, let's not talk about solos. Far out. It's not that hard. Another thing that I want to talk about is a world tour. It wasn't announced, but it's speculated that it's going to be a bigger world tour, and it's starting in Australia. Hallelujah. But this world tour needs to be on the same scale as every UK tour has been, because for Australia and other countries that just get this like 2 costume show with like no big costumes and all that sort of stuff, you know, you kind of feel like, oh, well, why didn't we get that? You know what I mean? So we're hoping that the same scaled tour is going to go around the entire world. Japan, Brazil, Philippines, US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, everywhere. It needs to go everywhere and be on the exact same caliber the entire time. And I just want to reiterate, I don't know why people are getting so angry about the name LM5. Just, you're getting 18 whole songs on the Super Deluxe. 18 songs! And all you care about is the name. Like, they could have called it My Untied Shoelace, and I would have been like, bitch, we get 18 songs, I don't care. It could have been called My Dog's Poo, and I would have been like, yes, absolutely. I don't care. If they like the name, then they have the right to make that the name. It's really fucking frustrating. Sounds like frustrating. Ugh. But anyway, I don't think I have that much else to say, rather than, if you don't like the name LM5, keep your mouth shut, but keep streaming Woman Like Me and downloading it and gifting it to your friends, because it's kind of dropping on the charts, guys, if you don't know. So that's that. Also, I didn't really fully get ready today. I just put makeup on and I was like, oh, I don't know. So, yeah. That is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Talk video. If you did, please give it a giant thumbs up. Let me know down below your thoughts, what you think. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, let me know down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Buy and stream Woman Like Me on iTunes and Spotify and Apple Music and all the things. Okay, bye.